Hello, this is Randy Arnold's Rod Holders. I wanted to demonstrate my new patented invention here of a toolless marine accessory holder. It's got 4 adjustable nuts which make it work without tools. You can just adjust them by hand. They all have to be snug for this thing to work. If they're not, you could get it stuck on there pretty tight. Without these inner nuts being snug in this direction, this plate here could actually jam down by compression without these being adjusted correctly. Anyway, as you can see, what you want to do is set it where it's nice and snug, and you can do that just by twisting the nuts like I was saying earlier. I'll make it a little more snug by twisting the inner ones just a little bit and then the outer ones. Once they're all snug and tight and it squeezes down kind of snug like that, you just pop it on like that, and that enables you to mount a whole bunch of different accessories on this. We're going to set a lantern up because it's about to get dark out here, so I'll pop that on there real quick, and you can see just twist it in there and tighten the nut down. I've got some wrenches that I stamp out that look like this, and you can just squeeze it down just a little bit and put it on there. That'll get your little lantern up in the air where it can repel some mosquitoes. The other thing I wanted to do is do a little fishing here on this water. So I'm going to put my heavy duty, I call it a Spyro tube rod holder, on the other side of the front of the boat here. So I'll grab another one out of the box, like so. See it? That needs to be a little snugger. I want to do this up close now. I'm going to turn the inner nuts inward like that. Adjust the outer nuts till it's snug against the inner ones. Test it to see if it's snug. Just a little bit more. See that? Inner nut, outer nut, everything, you can just feel them. They're nice and snug against each other. And it's snug on the boat, so all I got to do is squeeze it down. I'll go ahead and tighten it on the front here. I could, if I wanted to, go ahead and put it on this wider surface just by sliding these back and pulling the nuts this direction. You can see how easy that is. But let me show you how this goes on here. That's actually not as tight as I'd like for it to be. I'm going to push it down a little tighter. There we go. Now I'm going to actually show you the double mount situation here. I've got a little piece of steel that I weld a bolt into, so you can actually put 2 accessories there. The way you do this is 1 nut for a jam nut. Twist it on there. And again, I did provide this just for the sake of squeezing that down. And I'm going to install a cup holder on one side of this thing to keep my vanilla Coke good and cold, or up there where I can get to it. Like that. And I'm going to put my rod holder on the other side. Oh, let me have the pieces for that here. Pretty simple. There's just basically 3 pieces. A saddle bracket that fits over that, a wing stud that fits through that hole, and a spacer washer that fits underneath. And I'll have to grab another nut to put it underneath. And there we have a drink holder, which, by the way, I just picked these up at a store, and this is a deal you stick in your freezer. It's kind of cool. It's got a gel in it that you freeze. It fits in there nice and snug. Your can will go right there. And let me get a rod and stick it in here. Oh, and can you hand me a rod? Hand me that big one right there. I'll show you how this thing here works. Basically, you just stick the handle right down in there like that, and after you cast it, you're ready to go. You see, you can loosen this and adjust it the full direction this way, as well as up at the angle of the rod that way. You can have it more flat or more straight up, and so that's how it works. Also, I have a style that is a trigger style that you see here, and I have one more. I have another style. Give me just a second here. Here is your regular fork style. So I've got 3 styles that go on here. I need to get that a little tighter right there. You need to tighten this thing up. Loosen her down. Again, inner nut, outer nut, until it's snug against the compression ring. Do the same thing on the other side, like that. Real simple, no tools required for this. You want it to fit real snug, and then basically put that baby on there like that. I want to make my rod a little more flat. So, and get that deal in there like that. That's a lot of pressure on that mount. So that is that's the cool thing about this. Again, the rubber inside here is put on with 3,000 psi glue, so you'll never get the rubber to come off. That's very important in this application, because there's so much stress hanging off of that bracket there. A square surface is even more powerful than a round surface, but you can see with the hardened steel cam locks that this works just great. Anyway, that's all I wanted to show you all. Please visit me on eBay. Seller name is RARNALL. Thank you. Goodbye.